Hi, my name is Enoch Fifi Forsen, but I have made my name very simple. You can just call me EFSON. EFSON is my nickname and it's derived from my three names. So Enoch Fifi Forsen, put all three together to be EFSON. And I am a football pundit and writer. I write a lot. I have a lot of works online and I also appear on radio, on TV, and do a lot of punditry, specifically on football. Football has been, let's say, I developed interest in the game because I used to watch a lot of football growing up with my dad. My dad was a big football fan and he used to share stories with me. My dad supports Kotoko, Asante Kotoko, and growing up during his days in the 80s, Kotoko were very big, winning the African Champions League back-to-back and dominating in Africa. And also, at that time, Black Stars, the Ghana Black Stars, were also doing well. So anytime I watched football with him as a kid, he shared stories with me, and it was very fascinating stories, interesting stories, and I developed my love for football. And I would say my dad shaped the teams I support because I support Kotoko, Barcelona, and also the Black Stars. So my dad playing a big role in me getting into football, being a football pundit or writer, yeah. So I also wanted to be a journalist, but I needed to go into a field that I will be recognized, or a field that I will be strong in, and I realized football was my passion, and talking about football and writing about football was something I was passionate about. So I just got a lot of people who mentored me really well. I can mention a few names. Ibrahim Sanidara was one man who mentored me really well on writing, Redwan Ibrahim Asante, and also in terms of broadcast journalism, George Adu Jr. and Gary Al Smith were very, very influential in how I analyze things and how I speak on radio, I speak on TV, and also how I write. I don't forget any names, but Patrick Akuto, also one of my bosses, who has been very, very influential in my career. My favorite part of my work is writing match reports because I think that's where I started. Initially, it was difficult for me. I remember that my first match report, I had to write the report, let's say, I had to produce a report 5 minutes after the game, but I couldn't. It was 30 minutes after the game, and I remember the kind of criticisms I got. It was huge. I was being bashed left, right, center, but I took it very well. I learned a lot, and I can confidently tell you that I can even write a report before even the game ends. So it's one of my favorite parts of the job, is writing match reports and also speaking about things I have full control over. It's really interesting. As a young journalist growing up, honestly, my goal was to cover a major tournament, let's say AFCON, and I've done it back to back. Ivory Coast in 2023 and in Morocco in 2025. So the big one is to cover the World Cup, and I know it's going to come sooner than later. I have a strong feeling that very soon, or maybe 2026 or 2030, I'm going to be in one of these countries covering the World Cup. So they are big platforms, and I'm very privileged that I've progressed really well in my career because when I started, honestly, I didn't have I didn't really think I would reach this level or reach a certain level, but it's all about consistency, hard work, and having the right people in your corner, people who are going to tell you as it is. They are not going to pamper you, and I'm very, very grateful. I always say that if I started with people who pamper me, maybe I wouldn't even be where I am today, but they really put me on my toes. They told me what I did wrong, and sometimes, even though it was harsh, you had to swallow it. So I'm very grateful to all my bosses, everyone I've worked under, everyone I continue to work under. Michael Otieje at TV3 was also very influential, and everyone I've come into contact with. So, yeah. I'll tell my younger self to keep believing because there were times that I thought it wasn't going to work out. Honestly, I thought I made the wrong decision, or I thought I chose the wrong path. But I kept grinding. I kept going, even days that I didn't have the motivation. I kept going, and so I'll always tell my younger self to keep believing in himself, keep working hard, consistency, praying to God every time, and result every time there's a problem, just asking God, and also being working extremely hard, and also knowing the right people also. Yeah. So my younger self, I just keep believing, work hard, be consistent, never give up on your passion or your dreams, and always be there, and you're gonna make it big and bigger. What to say to the younger generation is, first of all, you have to understand why you chose to be a sports journalist. You have to understand why. If all you think about becoming a sports journalist is to be on TV and radio, then I'm sorry. There's a lot of work behind the scenes. You have to be a producer. You have to know how to write a script. You have to have a lot of contacts, knowing the right people, knowing the right. I'm very consistent on knowing the right people, because the right people are going to open the doors for you. They are going to shape how you view the job and how far you can go in this industry. You have to also be ready to learn. And as I said earlier, it's not easy. It's not easy, because there were days that I thought, why am I even wasting? Is it a waste of time, or why is he talking to me like this? I'll be disrespectful. I'll talk to him back. No, but you have to always take whatever is thrown at you, because I tell you what, the people who throw at you are the same people who are going to open the doors for you, because they see you, they see your hard work, and they believe, yeah, it's time for you to go to the next level, and they will always help you to go to the next level. So for the younger generation, you must be really, really willing to suffer, because I tell you what, this life is difficult. There's nothing that you get easy. You have to be willing to suffer, grind out, hard work, sleepless nights. It's going to come, but as you go through it, remember, it's going to work out. Just have faith in yourself, believe in yourself, and hard work and consistency is going to work out. So I think I've given enough information about myself and what I do in my industry, and all the people who have helped me. A big shout out to all my friends as well. Moses, Oreku, Bill. All these guys have been very, very important in my life. And also my family have always believed in me. There were days that difficult times, but they kept believing, my mom especially, and everyone, my sisters and everyone. So yes, Fifi Forcing, football pundit and writer. And I think I'm enjoying what I'm doing at the moment.